Okay, so now we're going to go into the course by clicking on the link, and just keep in mind that the first time you come into the course you'll be taken directly to the section overview, but since I've already gone into this course it's just going to take me to the home page. So I'll click this section overview link, and this is going to take me to the section overview. Alright, so in this area what you're going to find is information about the course that you're going to be facilitating at MedTech. So this is my HS 101 course, and it's going to give me some information about the section. So for example, it was sent to me from Ebony King's account, which means that the master MedTech account gave me this course, and that's what's supposed to happen. Alright, so we see down here that there are 58 assignments in this course. If you click on this assignment breakdown visualization here, you'll see that 63.79% of the assignments are homework, quizzes, and tests that were created from the question banks. Looks like 6.9% of these assignments were file attachment, which are a different type of assignment. And then we've got 17 LearnSmart assignments, which is our adaptive technology. All right, over here you'll see that the assignment status says that 57 of these assignments are inactive. I don't have assignment due dates yet, and we'll talk about how you can change that a little later on. Alright, and then you'll also see over here that 5 of these assignments require manual grading. So one of the great benefits of Connect is that almost everything is automatically graded. So quizzes, tests, most of the homework automatically graded. Every now and then you're going to have an assignment that requires a manual grade, such as an essay question or something like that. And it's going to let you know right here that there are 5 assignments that you're going to need to manually apply a grade to. So next is policy settings, and just keep in mind that you can't make changes to these. Alright, so first it's going to walk me through the different assignment types. So I've got homework, practice, quiz, and exam. So I'll start with homework. You'll see the basic default homework settings. So no time limit set, that applies to 100% of these assignments. Assignments can be printed, that works for all of them as well. Questions are ordered. Assignments are not password protected, and credit is given for accuracy. If we come down, you'll see that there are an unlimited number of attempts allowed for all of my homework assignments. Alright, on each new attempt the student starts over on every one of these assignments, and there is no score deduction for taking new attempts in any of my homework. Answer tolerance. There are no answer tolerances, and that's because in all of these homework examples there's one answer for the question. So if there's tolerance built in, you'll be able to toggle down here and see what those tolerances are. That really applies for especially like mathematical courses. If you've got you want to give maybe 0.2% leeway, or rounding to a certain whole number, then you'll see those tolerances built in here. Right, resources. So this lets you know what type of resources your students have as they work through the homework. So the question titles are not shown on any of the assignments. Point values are shown on 100% of the assignments. Alright, so references, access to the ebook and resources is allowed. There's no score deduction. Access to hints is allowed with no score reduction for that either. Access to check my work is allowed, and unlimited use is allowed. There's no score deduction for that. And check my work is where a student can see how they're doing after they answer the question. They can check their work to see if they're right or not. And then also they've got access to ask the instructor is not allowed on any of the homework, and that's to keep your inbox from getting overcrowded and inundated with student questions. Feedback. So feedback shown after the first attempt. Alright, feedback shown for all attempts after the first that do not score 100. Alright, feedback shown after 100% score, and then feedback shown upon submission. So your students are going to get lots of feedback in the homework area. So I'm going to go back up to basic. I'll click on practice. You'll see that none of the assignments in this particular course are practice, and by and large in the courses that we've developed for MedTech, everything's either going to be a homework, a quiz, or an exam. Right, so if we look at the quizzes, you're going to see that most of the information looks similar until we get to the attempts, and it says one assignment attempt is allowed. This is good to note. Okay, so with the quizzes, they're higher stakes, so we're only giving one assignment attempt. You'll also see that when we come down to the resources, it's a little more strict on what resources we allow the students to see. So they're not going to be able to check their work as they go along. They're not going to be able to get into their ebook and look things up while they're doing their quiz. And for feedback, we've got the feedback available upon submission. Right, and then our final set of instructions for a particular assignment type is exam. Similar to the quiz, this is going to be one and done. All right, and then the resources are pretty limited here as well. And same as quizzes, the feedback is only going to be available upon submission. All right, so one thing to keep in mind, and we'll kind of talk about this later when we get to the assignments portion, but since feedback is available upon submission, this is going to kind of factor in when we talk about your ability to change exam and quiz dates, which may be a useful tactic for ensuring that the students don't go in and do them too early, and subsequently that they don't go in, complete an exam or a quiz, and then try to spread the word on the correct answers to their classmates. Okay, so now let's go over to the ebook tab. And the ebook tab is just going to be some information on the ebook that's available within Connect for your students. This is just to let you know kind of what the limitations and the policies are for this ebook. So it looks like you can add notes and highlights for your students, and your students will also be able to do the same for themselves. If you'd like to open the ebook, you can click right here and do so. But I'm actually going to cover that in just a moment when we go into the home screen overview page. So when we're done taking a look at the section overview, we just click the section home button, and this will take us directly into our course.